Welcome back. It is 7:43. Our guest here on the PIX11 Morning News is sharing her inspirational story, something we all love during the holidays too. How she came from being a troubled teen to a successful executive and author. So we want to welcome Lauri Burns here to the studio to share us her story and really how low everything got in life and then how you were able to turn it around. Thanks for being with us, Lauri.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's talk about this. You grew up on Long Island and it was a really tough upbringing and a tough childhood. And we're not talking about the typical regular stuff teen goes through. We're talking about pretty hardcore, intense hardships.
Right. So I grew up in an abusive home, and my story is about how I protected my father, keeping those childhood secrets, and eventually got in the foster care system, intravenous drug use, prostitution, and just a horrific fall down.
I mean, it's tough when you hear about this. I mean, we're talking about a mental institution by the age of 13. Right. You were in more than 13 correctional institutions by 16, and then you just mentioned it too, drug addiction, prostitution. Right. Each one of those things individually is tough in itself for an adult, but as a child to go through and have all of that, you know, by the time your teenage years, you know, talk about that. What is it about that lifestyle that made it so tough for you to leave at that time?
So, I mean, the fall down, I thought I would never get up. I really didn't think I would live past 18, and then 21 and was like, oh my God, I'm here. But being a teen prostitute out on the street with no will to live, and eventually I was taken in the woods by two gunmen who threatened to kill me, and I begged for them to kill me. I was like, please, just
because that would have been better than any other part of your life.
I was killing myself all along. And the truth of the matter is I was protecting my father, keeping those childhood secrets. When it all turned around, I started to talk about what happened when I was a child. It actually saved the entire family and changed it for generations to come. And my book is about the turning of events that night in the woods, the stranger who saved my life, and the 13 angels and teachers that I talk about that come around and made me what I am today, which is a Fortune 100 executive, a foster mom to 31 children, the founder of the Teen Project, and an inspirational speaker, and just a phenomenal life beyond imagination.
And we just showed the copy of your book. It is called Punished for Purpose. And somebody at home may be listening to you and saying, you know what, I go through just maybe one of the things, one of the lows that you went through life, and then you're saying that this is how your life can turn around. At what point in your childhood, in your teens, or even in your adulthood, did you say, this is going to change, this is going to be a 180, and I am taking this a whole other direction?
Right. I think it was, you know, following the 13 angels and teachers, but also getting rid of the secrets. When I got rid of the secrets from my childhood, everything changed.
And this is all kinds of, you know, physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse from the family?
Sexual abuse within the family and sexual abuse on the streets. So, of course. Well, so when I actually started to talk about what happened and follow people like Gandhi, for example, who said, be the change in the world, and I realized I could be the change not only in my family, but for generations to come, and then taking in foster kids who had also been through the same kind of cycle and teaching them to break the cycle. So.
And it is so telling, because I know this is the website, the Teen Project that we're talking about, and teenproject.com, where you make the difference in so many of these troubled teens. This is something that may be tough for teens to understand, that when people enter your lives, and you talk about your 13 angels, they're there for a reason, and we may not necessarily know why they're in our life, for good or bad, but ultimately, in your view, they are there to kind of shape who we're going to be and what direction we're going to take.
Right.
How was that in your life with these 13 people who were so instrumental in making that change for you?
Amazing. I mean, when I eventually, you know, as a child, I never trusted anyone. But when I eventually started to trust people and take in what these 13 people were teaching me, and that's, I documented it in the book, so you don't need to find your own 13 people, you know, but the path that they showed me out was amazing, and I just trusted that it would work. And I kind of did it like a fake it till you make it kind of thing, but when it started to work so well, and then not only in my business, but with the Teen Project, it was phenomenal.
Right, well, we know so many teens, it's so easy for them to lose their way and lose their track. But with your book at the teenproject.com, you know, you're out there and helping these teens get back on track and make that turnaround that you did so many years ago. Lauri, thank you so much, and congratulations really on how you've been able to resolve and turn everything around in the direction you wanted.
Thank you so much.
For more on Lauri's book and the Teen Project and how you can help, and if you're a teenager and if you're ready to get your life back on track, you know, this is the thing for you. Just log onto our website, PIX11.com. It's 7:48 on this Thursday morning. We've got some crazy temperatures to talk about here.